Hola y bienvenidos. Yo soy señora Nelson y estoy aquí para ayudarles in your mastery of the Spanish language. So, hit like and subscribe. I don't know why, but it helps. Entonces, que me ayudes, por favor. And today I want to give you just a little help with reflexive verbs. And this is help for those of you who are in a Spanish class right now and you're taking a written test with reflexive verbs. Here's a help for it. If you have to use a reflexive verb in real life, it's going to take a little more work. But if you just need to take a written test, this video is for you. Anytime you look at a reflexive verb, when my students would have reflexive verbs, it's like their brains just stopped. They were in Spanish 3. It was their third year at least of taking Spanish, and all of a sudden, they didn't know anything. It was like, oh my gosh, there's a say at the end of it, and there's no AR or ER, and whew, right? Whew, I get it. I'll take out the tissues, I'll cry with you, no te preocupes. And I will give you a really nice way of simplifying life. Now, if the verb is conjugated, well, let me give you the tip first. Think of it as two separate verbs. Two separate verbs. Yeah? Now, if that verb is conjugated, get that se at the beginning of the verb. Se is at the beginning, right? And then you're just left with lavar, cepillar, peinar, whatever. You have a regular AR verb, and we've learned those since day one, right? Cantar, bailar, we know all of those. Lavo, lavas, lava, lavamos, lavan. That's so easy. Ignore the say, ignore it. You put it at the beginning and we're ignoring it. Just conjugate the regular verb. Cepillar, cepillo, cepilla, cepillamos, cepillan. We know AR verbs, right? Whew, can we breathe? Take a deep breath, right? You're stressing out. You have your Spanish homework tonight. No te preocupes. Take a breath. We know AR verbs. Super easy, right? Peinar, peino, peinas. I know that. Cepillar, bañar, duchar. All regular, beautiful AR verbs. Isn't that beautiful? So, conjugate that verb. You know that. Past tense. Bañé, bañaste, bañaste. I'm using both. Bañaste, bañas, baño, bañamos, bañaron. Regular AR verb. Almost every single one. Many. I won't say almost every single one, but a plethora of reflexive verbs are truly just a regular AR, ER, or IR verb. Now, the se is at the beginning. I will allow you to look at it. Now, just match it to whatever you're conjugating it to. You have me, te, se, nos, se. So look at the verb that you just conjugated so brilliantly and beautifully, and then match your reflexive verb to it. Boom. Now, the one complication, if it should not be conjugated, right? You have the necesito cepillarme los dientes or whatever. Necesito is already conjugated, therefore your reflexive verb is not. Look at it, two verbs. We said, right? Two verbs. So I have cepillar, everything's in the infinitive form. We're ignoring the se. Cepillar, duchar, all of those, just in the infinitive. They're not conjugated. Now, stick on the se and make sure you still match it to whoever the first verb is. Necesito ducharme, bañarme, cepillarme los dientes. Does that make sense? So again, two verbs. Get rid of the se, either put it at the beginning or keep it at the end, but ignore it. Focus on the verb. Work with the verb as you already know. Have confidence in yourself. Ya sabías. You've done this for ages. Work with the verb and then go back to the se. It's either connected at the end or it's at the beginning if it's conjugated, and then work with that. See? Poquito mejor. I know I'm only tiptoeing into it because I'm not getting into commands and all that, but if you think of it as two separate verbs, that will help your brain and there will be a lot less tears. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week.